say, you should hear it all. I'm happy to make time for your feelings, but you have to admit I already do.
I mean, I've done this since I was 14 years old, so growing up in the UK, growing up in this small little countryside neighborhood, there's nothing to do. I was in a town of like 500 people. But we had 5 pubs. I didn't have much other choice of fun things to do than start going to pubs quite young, playing pool, playing darts. And then I realized like that was where everyone got to talk to people, right? Like if you wanted to be engaged with people, being behind the bar was the place to be. So that's when I started like just changing barrels, like pulling pints, because you do it at that age with parental consent. And then I moved to Spain and did some stuff there. I was a bit older, I was 18, I moved to Spain, and then to London, and then to Australia, and then to here. So I think now we live in the most international age of bartending and the most international age of hospitality. It's interesting now with the way the economy is, I think, globally, but in Singapore, with such a heavy focus on the kitchen, the restaurant, and the food, and having that paired with the whiskey, tequila, and cocktails, and wine, of course. What we're trying to do is give our restaurant a bit more of an edge outside of fine dining. The focus is the food. The focus is on the chefs, but we want it to be very hospitality forward. Okay, getting to know you, like getting to know what your preferences are. Next time you come in, I'm gonna know what you like and dislike. We can recommend you different specials, So this is Chef Pete.
Hey, Chef Pete.
All right.
How are we going, guys?
Oh, really good. Now better that you've got food.
Yeah.
This is a raw prawn, essentially. So this is a really cool product. It's actually farmed here in Singapore.
Okay.
But they're farmed in vertical tanks. So they're nice and clean and super fresh and creamy and not farmed in Singapore waters.
Yeah.
Because it's not that clean.
Okay.
Then we've got a horseradish cream with a little bit of leek top oil. So when we buy in leeks, we keep all the top green bit and then make an oil so you get that nice oniony flavor. We have a thing on the menu called Forgotten Carrot.
Forgotten carrot.
Yeah, so basically we smoke the carrot for an hour.
Okay.
And then we roast it for 3 to 4 hours in the oven at 180 degrees and a shitload of butter. Like it's not healthy whatsoever. But it changes the texture and it makes it more meaty and more chewy. And then we let it cool down in the butter so it sucks up all the buttery goodness. Ooh. And then we serve it at room temp. This is our lamb tartare.
Okay.
So out of our whole lambs, we use the legs for the tartare. For me, it's a nicer, you get a little bit of chew, you get that really nice flavor though as well. With cured egg yolk. And then our bread is our house-made sourdough, but we actually bake that in chicken fat.
Oh, wow.
And this is our duck liver parfait.
Okay.
So we use every part of everything. So liver's included. And then also with these, whenever we get the hearts and the gizzards, we'll keep those and we'll do a special.
Where's the sweetness coming from? What's that?
There's a port jam in the middle. So every time you dip it in, so we kind of like dig a little well.
Yeah.
So you know it, you can taste it, but you can't see it.
That was such a surprise. Maybe I missed that part when you said it earlier, but this was just
Maybe
like...
I forgot.
No, you didn't. You did. And you can't see everything inside, so it's a little bit of like a gift. There's a little surprise in there.
Yeah. Listen to me. I've tried so many times to tell you this is.
How the fuck do you guys stay so skinny, man? Like, what is your cholesterol? Because
he doesn't eat what he cooks.
Oh yeah. Neither does he from the look of it.
I'm getting there, but this is the first dessert I've had in a while. But I'm not gonna say no because I fucking really want to try this.
Singapore are like fit dudes who eat a lot of bacon and fat and everything. Indians, vegetarians, fat as fuck.
What does that tell you about vegetables?
Exactly.
I completely agree.
That is. That with a honeycomb, next level.
Yeah, the bacon, right?
I love the way it's like I'm interviewing you, chef, even though I work with you.
I never gonna stop.
All right, shall we wrap this and head across the street?
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, Chef Pete. This was fantastic, man. It's still morning. It's our first bar. It's a long night, my friends.
So a rather fit Jay said, it's right there. Everybody we know has said you must go to Sago House. And mind you, it is now 6:30 This is our second spot. We've already started drinking.
It's also one of the oldest bars around. Sago.
What are we having? I really like the vibe of this place.
What I love is a little bit khopcha. Complete khopcha this is.
I'm hypnotized. What's up is down, what's left is right. Chasing stars and holding you. I can't see the end, but we'll see it through.
Starts with this. End up in prison.
इसका हिंदी में बोलते हैं ये तुम्हारी की छेद ऐसे है ये तुम्हारी की छेद है जेल में
It's the same difference between चूतिया and भोसड़ी का.
Be sure to keep the ground in sight. Fly forever if you keep it tight. Love the world that keeps us.
I think this trip should be called No Signboard for us also. Moral of the story, all the good bars in Singapore have no signboard. Best part, if you need to find good bars in Singapore, just watch this show and that's the only way you're getting to any of these.
So we managed to get this last minute and it took us a little while to get here. We've also had a few drinks, so we took in circles.
It's called Papa Doble. That's where we are. And the owner, Shavin, looks like a Papa Doble.
China and Thailand have run up.
Can I make
out of
inappropriate
China
jokes
then.
about it?
Yeah, you can.
So is Papa Doble because of you?
No, bro. He looks like me, but he's white. I'm brown. So
I get it. You got a full
I've got hair, man.
Oh yeah, he's got it.
You know, Papa Doble is a cocktail created by Hemingway in Cuba.
Yeah.
So the whole story was when he was living in Cuba, everybody called him Papa. He went to this bar called El Fridito, where they made a variation of the Hemingway daiquiri. The Hemingway daiquiri was just rum, grapefruit, pink grapefruit and lime juice. And he's a diabetic, so no sugar. This guy made a version with maraschino cherry liqueur and the addition of sugar. And he loved it so much. He was like, I love your version better than the original. Can you make one version without the sugar, but make it a double shot of rum? Thus, doble in Spanish means double. The Papa Doble was born. Shall we do a couple of drinks? Let me work it out for you. France, Bahamas, Spain and Africa. First to last, yes.
Oh, so it's based on conquest.
So I'm not going to tell you what it is inside. I want you to understand and taste first, and I'll come and explain to you what's inside.
You had experience with an African, no?
No, what are you talking about? Fresh smelling like the beach. Oh yeah, definitely Bahamas. I love these, bro, where they put this insignia on the ice.
हमारा big focus का ice बनवाते हैं.
Ah, वो big focus ऐसा ही रहेगा. Not very long lasting. Melt हो जाएगा.
This is after not drinking enough water and peeing. It's a little bit yellow.
There's levels of that. This is when you have too much water. This is when you have other issues. This is just right. That's lack of water. When we started off, we have no inhibition. We have a little bit of a filter. Now filters are gone.
Africa, I'm thinking Toto. Really nice. Vanilla, coffee.
It's espresso martini without coffee.
Without coffee?
The only thing we're using is a cold brew coffee liqueur. So there's no caffeine. But the 4 ingredients in there is Artback Ugadale, which is a peated whiskey.
Yeah.
Glenmorangie 14 years Quinta Ruban. We did a fat wash with burnt butter.
Yeah.
A lavender rum, and then the coffee liqueur, and then the foam to mimic an espresso martini. We did a mandarin orange and Dijon mustard foam.
My favorite is this. Very close here.
I like this
And
also.
then very close here.
This was a little too sweet for my liking.
But we don't use sugar, so
Oh, what is
it's
this?
all natural sugar. So because Hemingway was a diabetic, so
Oh yeah.
we did a gom with the milk oolong. When you make a milk punch, you need the sugar element, so we used a gom with it instead. to get the sugar element in.
That's some great drinks, man.
No
Thank you
worries.
so much. This
Thank
is
you. Thank you for
fantastic.
coming.
We've just realized, tell me if this is true or not. This is my deduction, that all the greatest bars in Singapore have no names on it.
On this street, everybody has got a $3,000 sign outside. And yet people walk into this bar looking for Olivia or Pasta Bar or Gil or Bar Milano. Why should I spend $3,000 when I got free marketing when they walk in? But you're going for dinner there, it's down the street. I'll see you after dinner for drinks. Hope I make money.
Nice.
Thank you very much.
No worries, man.
On that
Thank
note,
you for coming.
we're gonna go to
It was a
Can
pleasure
Bike.
to host you guys.
So I had to fire my lift and bring him here. So everyone who's guessing that we're going into a empty cafe, no, we're not. We're going into a speakeasy. What's a speakeasy? Sid, over to you. That's your
So
territory.
speakeasies come from the era of the prohibition, where alcohol was prohibited. But you can't stop people from booze. Ask people in Gujarat. So what they did was they hid bars behind like a barber shop, and you would go बाल कटाने के लिए जाते थे. एक छोटा सा दरवाजा होगा, उसमें knock करो and give, and then they open the door. And andar jate hai. So that speakeasy concept has now become really big. A lot of times they just don't want it crowded, so they don't tell you the name, they don't tell you anything. Now we're off to a place called Cat Bite, and there's no signage here.
All right, let's go.
I don't know what we're drinking.
Just start making drinks?
Yeah, man.
How many?
I don't know. Till I drop.
Give me a number, a drink.
Let's
I'm here
have
to
a
make
few.
money, you know? Like, we'll make a lot of drinks.
Cause I've been living life right like I could just die any minute. Going for a ride down the side, PCH country limit. I don't need a guide, follow lights, take me where I wanna visit. Are you alive? Or just breathing?
That's one way to show drink.
देखा 1.5 लाख का light bulb. This is called Sasta Production 101. कभी film school में सिखाया है ऐसे? FTI सीखो. Shanky, drink.
Cause I've been living life right like I could just die any minute. Going for a ride down the side, PCH country limit. I don't need a guide, follow lights, take me where I wanna be.
We're just making the best of the air conditioning right now.
My underwear is wet.
Might just feel better to go outside.
In the words of Waja Wabbit, it's a wap.
Or let's do it the Chinese way. Laja Labbit, it's a lap. Lap.
STB is not paying for the promotion anymore.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Sally.
Sorry.
Sally.
Pub crawl was fun. I mean,
I think this time around it became a cocktail crawl. It was just one cocktail bar after another after another.
yeah. One of the favorite evenings or favorite places we've eaten was in fact at Underdog.
Yeah.
Where that chef, oh my lord, the food that he had prepared was just brilliant. And it was like not nose to tail, but tongue to tail. We never want to eat before drinking because both of us got that very hard desi ji. पहला दारू पीने का, लुढ़कने का, फिर खागाना, फिर सोना. यहाँ पहले खाया, फिर पिया, और फिर खा के सोया.
That Sago House, great vibe. I don't think I've seen a more fun pub per se. From like even small things like if you go into the bathroom to take a piss, they've got something called toilet humor. Just speaker pe they are playing like stand-up comedy. Hilarious. And you go, it's just small things they have. Even things like for you to throw your napkin. So I think little things over there. Great place, great vibe. You walk into that place, everybody greets you at the bar. You leave that place, everybody says bye to you. Some
Papa
great
Doble.
bars. Papa Doble. Oh my
Wow,
God.
sweet guy, man. I mean, a lot of this was thanks to our friend Arijit Bose from Countertop. Shout out Bose, man. And to Diggy and to Som from the Soul Company. And also to Chef Ivan Yo from Blue Smoke.
And RJ and Ed from STB. They also suggested some of those.
Absolutely.
So great suggestions, and I think it's a great guide, so check it out.
Singapore makes such a great place for a pub crawl.